Hi, it's Mikate. Thanks for tuning on in. Today we've got a super fun live stream planned, going through some of the events of the new update and just kind of exploring around, seeing what we can find, and doing the character trial, because we got to figure out who I'm going to pull for. So, with that, let's get on started. Me. All right, here we go. So, it looks like, let's check out those banners, because we gotta see the artwork. Okay, there's Yunli, my girl. Hello. And of course, Woho, who is great at support. Let's see. I want to see the light cones too, because that also impacts whether or not you need the light cone. Impacts whether or not it's worth pulling for the character at this point. Okay, so greatly increases the wearer's chance of getting attacked and increases crit damage by 36%. I've heard she's kind of like a little bit of an upgraded Clara, so that probably makes sense. And then after the wearer uses the ultimate, receives 1 stack of Fire Dance lasting for 2 turns and stacking up to 2 times, which increases the damage dealt by follow-up attacks by 36%. So if you were in the makings of building up a follow-up attack team and you hadn't built your Clara, me, this would, assuming you have a Clara, of course. I do, unfortunately. This could be an option for sure. Plus she's physical damage, which is always nice. And then there's Woho, who is, to my understanding, a really good buffing healer. So let's see what this might get her. Okay. Increase the wearer's energy regen by 12%, helpful. When any ally uses their ultimate, the wearer restores HP for the ally currently with the lowest HP percentage by an amount equal to 10% of the healed ally's maxed HP. Okay, so doesn't make sense to pair with Firefly. That's what that tells me. Because usually, like 99% of the time, when Firefly uses her ultimate, she is the character with the lowest HP. So, doesn't necessarily make sense there, because she'll heal herself in the next round or two. But as far as the other characters' ultimates, it's still you've still got 2 characters, so it's not like the worst thing. And then it increases the healed ally's attack by a little bit, which is nice, but it stacks. That's helpful. Okay. Nice. That could be interesting. Alright. We'll have to see kind of how I feel about playing either or both of them, because that really does matter. So her details, let's look at her abilities. Basic attack, wind damage, standard. Her skill dispels debuffs, perfect. I need more of that. I guess, technically speaking, I have Gallagher and Nat for that currently, but it's okay. It's okay. Nat's okay. But she doesn't do much in terms of attack, and she doesn't do any other buffing besides that, so. If we could find somebody else to slot in as a healer, I'd take it. Well, a healer-ish, because she's healer support. A little bit of everything, it seems like. Because every time she does her skills, she's gonna restore HP for adjacent allies for 11.2% of her HP. So you'd probably, well, leveling her up would help that though. And then her ultimate for the energy regen, that's super solid. I would not pair her with Firefly though, pretty much for exactly that reason, because Firefly 1 attack and you're basically back at full energy. So she doesn't pair well with Firefly, which is the team I'm mainly running. But for things like Pure Fiction, which require, or any of the things that require 2 team levels, that might be a solid way to go. Plus provision is helpful, so she can restore HP. Okay, cool. Ooh, her technique. Horror struck. Well, they'll run away from her? That's hilarious. Wow, and she can reduce their attack by 25% for the first 2 turns. There are a lot of battles that could be helpful in. So she would do great, I think, with like a Boot Hill team comp. So if you were taking like Boot Hill, her, with somebody else who does ultimates commonly. So maybe Harmony Trailblazer, I usually pair them. And I mean, either another high damage character, or if you had additional support, that could work too. Or a healer as needed. No, she's the healer. So you could really slot in anybody. So like for the wind, lightning, or quantum, you could throw in either of those characters, because I have Yui, and then for lightning I have Serval pretty well leveled. So she might be a good pick. But I also know that the next banner is supposed to have some other characters that would be super helpful for me too. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel about them. We'll do the character trial, and then we'll see. Plus, you know, gotta get those stellar jades. Okay, automatically trigger blast counter. Yep. Okay, sounds a lot like Clara, honestly.
Intercepting sword technique.
Okay. What does that mean? I'm gonna need to look into that. Okay, minor physical damage, restores HP. Okay, nice. So that's a little bit similar to Clara more so. Her ultimate taunts all enemies, helpful. Powerful counter, deals physical damage, definitely needs a healer with her. When she gets attacked, okay, this. Ward effect, lasting for 20 seconds, entering combat by either attacking enemies or receiving an attack. Okay, so she can still attack there. I was wondering, based on what it said, whether or not she needed to just
Old metal,
attacked,
let's go.
Perfect. Okay. That's probably for the best, because she's a little slow. Yep, I already read that, thank you. That's very
Cleave
helpful.
through clouds!
Whoa! Alright.
We're in trouble now.
Okay, so you're gonna support her. Whoa.
Strike!
Okay. Cool. Alright.
Melt!
Commencing pacification.
Descend to earth!
Naughty child.
Yeah, alright, that's pretty solid. Definitely feels a
Nap
lot like
time.
Clara, but that's okay. Honestly.
Yes, you! 1,000 wonders! Fight as one!
And it does
What
look
are you
like she
made
hits multiple enemies with that, which is great.
Slap!
Criminal.
Melt! Cleave through clouds!
Whoa.
Let's be friends.
Okay, so you almost honestly don't even need nap this one.
Time for a shot.
I think I'm spamming her skill way too much. That's what I think. Oh well.
Can we talk? Right on time. Strike!
But the fact that she can do multiple hits isn't amazing.
Again.
I'm okay.
Yes, you!
Like her ultimate can charge up twice.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
So that's
Thank you for your help.
super beneficial. Especially for things like simulated universe and stuff, where you're playing for long enough that you could easily get both and store them for like a different battle, you know?
Nap time.
Yeah!
Lower your weapon.
No, that was
Right on time.
timing wrong. That's okay.
1,000 wonders to fight as one! Slap!
Criminal.
Mountains fall!
Yeah, that's so solid. Okay. I can see myself potentially using her. But again, future characters, we'll have to see. Probably depends a little bit on how well all of this stuff goes and how much it gets me as far as Stellar J's, because I have a decent amount, but I also know that I don't have a great light cone for either of these two characters that isn't their base. We'll check game tools, but I doubt it. Okay, so she impairs.
Flee.
Run away! Hey! Not that fast!
Flee.
There we go. That was a struggle.
The redemption.
This is an unfortunate crew, honestly. Yeah, I want to find
Thanks for the support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
see how that goes. I don't know, that feels like not a pairing out of mate, to be honest. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but
Don't come any closer.
Fiends or devils. I'll
unfortunately.
crush them all.
Rules are made to be broken.
So aggressive.
Prayers won't help you.
It always throws me a little bit when they pair people with
Get them.
Destruction Trailblazer, just because she's like, I get it, we're trying to do teams that anybody could have, but she's like the worst destruction character. Like, it's just so bad.
Yeah. Execute the judgment.
Enemy data
And
secured.
with the amount of like just
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
pulls you get for the standard banner, I feel like after a certain point, like, it doesn't necessarily
Get them.
help you. I don't know though, maybe you have just astonishingly unfortunate luck. It's possible.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Get them. Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all.
I do really wish in some of these trials, like, I know we
Rules
get to use
are made to be
her
broken.
otherwise. We do, during the disregard mode.
Commencing support.
It feels like
I've lost my way.
it would be nice if you could try her out as part of the trial setup with other characters you own already, just to see how that team works together. Because maybe you don't like it in reality. Obviously they don't, it's not the most sense, but it might be kind of nice. Alright, let's see everybody else. Because the skill point regen could be nice. Again, wouldn't from her. I'd have to build her though, and I don't really have the resources for that. I'm currently trying to build the characters I already have mostly built.
Yield. Yield.
As opposed to picking random new ones. Because if I were to pick a random
Smell
new
of
one,
sin.
it would probably
I shall be the judge.
Japar.
By the will of the ten lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
This is our chance.
Yeah, I mean, this is a decent crew, I guess. One tricky thing here is
Recount.
there's not really a
I've no
healer,
interest in conflict.
so
Let's
that's
go.
unfortunate, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Rules are made to be broken.
I shall be the judge.
I mean, it was a good team comp, a decent battle. I don't know. I don't know where she would fit in the current characters I've got. Yukong, on the other hand, I could potentially see myself using. Just because of her. Oh, she uses a bow. That's fun. Like, I have her, but I haven't really ever used her because I was focusing on my other
Speed,
characters,
not haste.
So. I'm curious to actually see her.
Stay
in
the
action.
course.
Whoa, okay. So she does decent break damage. What about her support ability? I don't actually know what it is, which is sad considering that I have her. Okay. 2 stacks of increase attacks. Okay, nice.
Gale
Let's
force.
do that.
The wind is rising. Bolt! From the blue!
Whoa, okay. Yeah, so she doesn't necessarily do a ton of like gold
This is our chance.
The truth of life and death,
target
revealed in an
damage
instant.
like anybody else does, but she does decent. Honestly, probably
The
better than I
sanctuary
would
is but a
finish
vision. Break!
just because she does also support. And usually they kind of make it so support characters
easy
are
as that.
terrible
Rules
elsewhere because
are made to be
otherwise
broken.
It doesn't really balance. She seems relatively like a well-balanced character, if that makes sense. Because between her support abilities and
To the clouds!
everything else, it's like she's not like the best at anything, but she's decent at everything.
Spirit never
it kinda
dies.
feels like. I'm sure there's something she's not decent at, but I haven't seen it yet, so. Yeah, and then her damage is meh, but her support makes up for it. She just seems kind of middle of the road, which she is a 4-star, so that makes sense. Ah, Lynx. Okay. Continuous healing is nice. What was that?
Seems this path is no good either.
Oh, that was unfortunate. I'm sorry, I hit E on the wrong spot. I tried to attack you. Poor Lynx. Oh,
Gotta stop the bleeding. We're in trouble now.
okay. Let's support. Because, you know, we love that speed.
Deep breaths. Better late than never.
Let's make it quick. Rules
So we'll
are made to be
her,
broken.
And then we can use the ult over there.
1,000 wonders. Fight as one. To
Better
travel
heal.
far away.
Clearly.
Try them all.
Much better.
Oh, she dispels debuffs too. That's nice. I feel like a lot of the healers do after like a certain level point. Although Bailu I don't think does. Maybe if you have enough of her Eidolons, but base Bailu does not.
We were supposed to
At
attack
least at the level I
yesterday.
have her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Shush.
Let's go. Yeah.
Got one more on her skill.
It'll
You
take more
paid
than
for
that.
that.
Everybody has healing.
This is our chance.
What do we got? Sure. Okay, support again.
Commencing research. 1,001. Fight as one.
Ability. Or her
Rules are made to be broken.
ultimate. We're doing great. It's not a Monday, but it definitely feels like one. Alright. Nice. Let's go. Ooh. How delightful. Okay, so there's some Trailblaze continuance. Let's go and find out about the war dance. Yes, I do want to be teleported. Thank you. Ooh, gotta go check out the message. Yay. Okay.
Phew.
What's up, Pom Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the
Hey,
Astral Express.
Jingwen.
How's your trailblazing expedition going?
It's
Soon,
going great.
the Xianzhou Luofu
Thanks.
will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Ooh, we got an invite. Of course, the last invitation we received went, how would one describe Penacony? Interestingly. But I'm sure this one will be fine.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Yeah, all about having fun, for sure. We're definitely
Why
all
not
doing
think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go.
good. If you say so, Mark.
Blast? Expedition? Yeah, wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast.
Maybe
So
not
we should
those
leave March
terms.
behind to take care of the Express?
That feels a little, borderline, considering the whole Sparkle situation.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Oh, I think Sunday might have scarred poor March a little bit. Oh.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony.
Yay, we get to go.
So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the
Oh dear. Splitting into groups never goes well. I'm sure it'll be fine. Poor Dunhung stuck with the two of us, a feral trash gremlin, and March, who's quite excitable. I'm sure it'll go great. It always goes great.
I don't hear any objections.
At least last time he,
Now that everyone's on board with the
to
plan,
help
it's time to warp to the Xianzhou La Fu.
Woohoo! Oh, I talk travel plans. Yeah, I want to talk to Well.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Assumptive astrobiological chemistry. That's great. That's a great term.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Souvenirs. Love souvenirs. You better. You promised now, Miss Himiko. Okay. I have to go talk to March and Anhang. There they are.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danhung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
A poem by March 7th. Yes, I want to hear.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem.
Aww.
I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
It certainly has so far. I'm sure that won't continue. Something
Quite unusual, I must say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't jinx us, March.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
Don't think that's how that works, but alright. Hey, it's Yanqing! Yeah, we just got here. Yay! He's coming to meet us.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? There are so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right?
Yeah, looks like.
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lafu?
Yeah.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
Exactly. We're Xianzhou experts.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Lafu fighter jet. The Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Okay. Aurum Alley's great. Maybe not Fixture Garden. That seems like a poor thing to suggest, although it is cool. Go Surfon. I don't think we should suggest Scalebridge Waterscape. This seems like the safe play, but it also feels like maybe they've been there already, probably. We'll suggest it. We'll see.
Good idea.
There we go.
The everyday vibe of the Aurum Alley is a rare find on the planet of festivities.
Everyday vibe. Yeah, our clients have had their fair share of adrenaline-pumping dreamscapes. Maybe something down to earth would touch their hearts.
Certainly worth a shot.
Thanks for the suggestion. We'll head to the Aurum Alley to gather materials. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a couple of days.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Yay!
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Yeah, there really are
There
a lot
you are.
more people than usual.
Everyone, this way!
Okay. Hello.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
It sure has.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danheng. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
I can see that just by looking around, my goodness.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from coming up. There's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis.
Good.
It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
Ooh, new people. Yeah, where are these? We've never been there. We've maybe heard about it in passing.
Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knights' armaments. The Xianzhou Zhuming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on Cloud 9.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off.
That's okay.
The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's been a time.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, But whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Right, you have no discretion at all. Maybe don't talk about him right in front of him. That seems like a good idea.
I agree.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Sounds like a good time. Whoa! That doesn't look good.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Ooh, new mechanics. Okay. Moon Rage State. After they use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemy units that can trigger Moon Rage. Okay, so it's based on enemy attacks, not my character attacks, unlike the Penacony mechanics for the dinosaur. Okay, when it reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters Moon Rage State, and a countdown appears in the action order. Moonrage is dispelled across all enemy units. Okay, I'm guessing it boosts their attack or something.
Why are there Borisons here? This ends now.
Bring it on. Time's up. Remember to aim for the heart.
Okay.
Joining the battle. Attack!
I'm
Zero Firefly does here. I'm
Burns to
suspecting the
ashes!
answer will be really, really well.
Set
Just
the
based
sea someplace!
Okay. Nice. Yeah, it seems like the best strategy against these guys is just to take them out really quick.
Not good.
There she is! Whoa.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Oh, his sword got stolen. How rude. You better give it back, lady.
Wait, my sword!
Aw.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Yeah, they're definitely not supposed to be here. That's okay. We can go and ask about.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Cienjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
That's probably for the best. Let's see. Who else can tell us things?
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
That accent. Whoa. That hits like a truck compared to everybody else. That is wild. Huh. Okay.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Uh-huh. Okay. Things are getting interesting then.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain.
Once again. Why are you here?
Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Diplomatically, probably.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu.
Where naturally they escaped. Got it.
You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
That's probably for the best. More information's always good.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Not the word I'd use, but okay. I mean, it's not wrong. Previously, he would and definitely did just rush after people randomly. So, not rushing after, not rushing after her was a definite improvement, and of course, just his general handling. It's a step up. Good job, Yanqing.
Please don't
He's
tease me,
growing
Miss
up.
March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Kobolds.
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
Whoa.
Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
Yeah, right now, especially immediately after, seems a suspicious time to attack so very close to the Xianzhou Luofu.
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
Yeah, that should be an interesting one, but let's see.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
She seemed like she went pretty darn quick.
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
Hopefully not. I'm sure we'll run into her again, considering.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Yes. Yes, there are. You look particularly sketchy and angry. Huh. Okay. Honestly?
Look, it's rolling up!
Did you put up the...
That's a hefty battleship there.
Oh. Yeah, there's lots of extra people about. Hello. Oh. Permanent access authentication. Nice, okay. Okay, just go find stuff. I can do that. I already did all this. That's sad. Okay, I thought maybe there was something new. Guess not.
Nothing in this report makes sense.
No, but I want to listen to what you're saying. Oh dear. You wrote down that what needs towing away. Okay. Poor girl. Alright. Let's go find Jing Yuan.
It's been a long journey, Elder Huayan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Okay, I think they're done talking. You can approach. I'd hate to miss dialogue just because I was rushing.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Maybe not that second one. Let's ask how everything's
All
going.
is well when you have friends coming from afar.
Considering who we're in front of. We can have tact. Sometimes.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, The Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call.
Oh. How sad. I like him. He seems chill. We'll see if that impression holds.
Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
March is doing her best. Okay, there we go.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
There she is.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
Uh-huh. They certainly know each other. I'm sure it'll all go great, this interaction.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh, buddy. Be careful. Please don't cause a diplomatic incident, Yanqing. I'd feel a little silly.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Oh.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
That'll be an interesting fight to watch.
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yoon Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lawfu swordmasters.
What did you just say?
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Way to stand by your beliefs, girlfriend. I gotta say, this just feels like a case of misunderstanding and culture clash to me, just between the different ships. That's okay though. We'll see how it plays out.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing.
Oh, good. I wondered when he was gonna step in.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered, so please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back.
Of course they are.
See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
Okay, fine. We'll go this way.
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease. Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Sure, let's go. Why not?
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
I wondered.
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives.
Uh-huh. That would be a perfect disguise. I don't know. I'm with Jingyuan on this one. Seems sus.
However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about him. Decent advice, but a little worried about him.
The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing,
Merlin's Claw.
she has come specifically for you.
Oh dear.
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
I love the purple. That's so pretty. They have gorgeous outfits.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
Everyone on the Luofu has gorgeous outfits, but I like the colors.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
They're so pretty. And his bird feathers. That looks so cool. And look at the move still even. They have gorgeous outfits. Oh, I wish I could walk around them and see the whole thing. I'll have to go find them later. I'm sure we'll see them again. Oh, I can see the back.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
If you say so.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
If you say so. Very sad we didn't get to look at them more.
Drat, I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword. Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe not.
By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Yeah, I got that too. I suspect so.
Reserved? Really?
Yeah. Just a little. I mean, he normally is, but like... there wasn't a lot there that we got from him.
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, I don't think so.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
Not exactly.
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
I hope not. He did his best. He did a good job. We dealt with it. It was fine. Kind of.
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Lawfu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Because there's not anybody else left, March. That's why.
Donshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself?
Oof.
Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
What was I thinking? Seriously. Here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Yeah, I really don't know what you were expecting at this point. It's a pattern. Besides, it'd be boring if nothing at all happened.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony.
Poor Yanqing. Now he's all disappointed, and he lost his sword. He is having a bad day.
By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself
is a little suspicious, I agree.
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danheng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Well, you're still little, it's okay. You have time. Getting better. You're clearly already improvement.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything.
Oh, March, don't say that. Now he's gonna come up with a plan.
Did I say something wrong? Again?
Yes.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
Highly unlikely that any trouble this causes is more trouble than we get into all on our own. We literally fought the IPC once. Well, twice. Twice, technically. At least twice. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right? Hey, who's bragging? Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be even trickier than Aventurine, do you?
I would hope not.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Alrighty then. Let's go. We'll check this. My goodness. All kinds of things going on. Ah. Okay. Okay, so this is how you get March's other version. Whoa. Okay. Complete different endings. I see. So you can get her Eidolons too. That's helpful. Nice. There's all kinds of different rewards. Do a whole bunch of sword training. Oh, she uses these things. The saw teeth. Nice. Excellent. That is a lot of stellar jades up for grabs. Perfect. And it's Yunli's companion mission. Awesome. We'll have to do that too. How fun. Alright, let's look at this achievement, because I got something. Have Yunli trigger Intuit call for 3 times. Oh, okay. I see. Nice. Let's see, anything else on the notice board? Just the new story stuff. Obviously we know that. Tools update. Perfect. Ooh, beta tester sign up. Okay, not important. Just want to double check and see if we're missing anything here. Looks like no. Alrighty. Let's go. Teleport over to the Artisanship Commission.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Oh, this sounds like a fun time.
Toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
Yep.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
Uh-huh. If you say so, Scott.
But straight up snatching IPC cargo? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
He's just stubborn. And a little rude.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general. Don't think you can possibly convince me. Huh? Why are you here?
Just to haunt you. For fun.
You're staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Honestly, bit of both.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikwe. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
Of course he is.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
He probably didn't mean to.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Yeah, that's a bit rude.
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Oh. Ooh. Well, that's not great.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
If you say so, but honestly, they make sense.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC. I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
Oh, great.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
I'm sure it'll be a fun time. Ah, okay. New mechanics. If our morale is higher than or equal to our opponents, it's considered successful. If either party's morale drops to 0, negotiation immediately ends. Got it. Choices will lead to different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease morale. Okay, makes sense. And if the round number is 0, it also ends. Okay. We can use negotiation strategies to apply various negotiation techniques. Okay. And we can view the opponent's information. Okay. Gotcha. Let's do it.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Okay.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
I'm not too sure about this one, honestly. Obviously, we won't resort to violence, but... reassurance doesn't work on him. Honestly... Oh, return to the previous round. Okay, I see. Let's skip this round.
All right. We understand your position, but rules are rules, and we can't bend them now. However, we'll note down your concerns and pass them on to management. We'll keep you updated on any developments.
Gotta love the management play.
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
According to Zanjo resolutions or IPC, oh.
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks, save for those pertaining to the transportation safety, shall be the sole liability of the consignor. Well, we only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from getting their hands on them, for example. As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your expertise, doesn't it? The complexity of legal studies are indeed challenging.
Boo.
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
Nice.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
Okay.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired?
Yeah.
To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go.
as long as they don't break any laws.
Who are you?
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Zhuming.
She's pretty.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Not really, because she's weird and suspicious.
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Oh, there it is.
According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Oh.
Only 47 years?
Okay, I take it back. I like her. That was a solid clapback.
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
We're not going to be polite. I don't like him.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
I kind of want to be. She's great.
Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
I wasn't, but okay.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Whoa.
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
What is that?
Turn it off.
Oh boy. Okay. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster of Terror Grip once can dispel it. Okay. When Terror Grip ends, if the caster is not attacked to dispel Terror Grip, then the affected ally will immediately fall into the terrified state and be unable to perform actions. Okay, so we got to attack the red guys.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Existence is unity.
It really was.
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
There's no reasoning with you, those with a loaded gun, and those who dig their own grave.
See how far this tail can get. Maybe I shouldn't have used him. I kind of wanted to see the mechanic.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside, just like the craftsman feared.
Well, that's horrifying.
I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
Ooh, don't like that.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Kinda seems like it, yeah.
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge. I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenqing to be so...
Let's go with young.
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
She's just got a voice that I can't really read. I'm sure it's on purpose. But I don't think that was a compliment.
It wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
I guess so, if you say so. Alright, I think that's a good stopping point for this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed my content, please go check out my YouTube channel. I will be posting this video and others on it, as well as some YouTube exclusive content. I'll also post there whenever I'm out of town or unable to stream during my usual broadcast slots. So if you're interested, go check that out. I hope you have a lovely evening or whatever time it is for you.